In this episode of the Equinox Liquidity Suite, Global Liquidity Rhythm series, we're going to be looking at the Dixie. I've got Bitcoin open first because I want you to take note that we are exactly on the equilibrium, as I stated in the Bitcoin video, right? Let's go to the Dixie. Dixie is going to be quite interesting. For me, it was really a cool experience. I'm gonna try and draw you a mental picture of what I saw with my suite. Um, so I've got a paper which I'm busy publishing, where I state that this entire structure, the liquidity structure, is basically a living organism. So it breathes, it grows, it contracts. It does all of the natural stuff. And if I could explain to you what I saw with this would be the reason why I call it the liquidity tree, is that this is the roots of the tree. This is where the roots formed, right? This over here, this is what the stem of the tree is. So this is where it starts growing its shape, right? So it's got its roots in the ground, then it grows its stem. And what we're seeing happening over here, this is the tree growing its first branches. It started growing a branch, but then it contracted, and now it's starting to grow again. So, what I'm thinking is Bitcoin is at its equilibrium. The Dixie is sitting on a liquidity hotspot, but you can see its equilibrium is there. So, if my tree analogy, I think is the correct word, if that is correct, one of two things are going to happen in this market. We're either going to see the birth, not the birth, but the first proper branch grow of the dollar, or we might see it end in a very, I don't know when. Um, Anything can happen. But my theory is if we go above this liquidity branch, this is liquidity wave 2, then I suspect that the dollar might become quite strong. This is going back into previous highs. There's some liquidity sitting there, but this would be the next target, 187. So remember, if you've seen the other videos, liquidity waves are always in two. There's wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. So we are back into 1. We've seen this pattern so many times on the other charts. If you look at something like NASDAQ, that started years ago. It started with the same pattern. So either the whole the dollar's gonna end situation is gonna be the opposite is true, or it is gonna be true. All I know is as long as we stay above this first liquidity wave, we are in wave 2. And that would be balanced with the equilibrium as well as the second wave's liquidity branch. So if this was a tree growing branches, then this would be the first branch, right? Remember, our tree, that's why they call it hedging. It's branches, it's a tree's branch. So we are busy growing our branches, and these branches they then develop into hedge nodes. So we got to wait for the next hedge node, and that would be the next top of a 2, as long as we stay above the equilibrium, so as long as we start coming into this area, breaking this liquidity hotspot at 106, you won't believe the amount of energy that's going to come if this thing breaks that. And as I said, the tree is contracting, but it's busy expanding again. So it's showing me that it wants to grow. Obviously, this level has to hold. Um, if it breaks this, then it could mean that this is the Dixie's range. And then Bitcoin has that range that we've discussed in previous videos. Let's go back to Bitcoin. You see, we might be in this range. Hey, we might be in this range for some time. So if this does go up, then that would imply that the Dixie could possibly come down. If the Dixie gets liquidity in this zone at 94,037, that would imply that Bitcoin would then go into its harvesting season. That's what I think. It depends on where the dollar is going to go in the next coming weeks. This is going to tell us also where gold's going to go, etc., etc. So I'm expecting that the dollar might not make a lower low, yeah. And if it doesn't make a lower low, yeah, then it could start gaining a lot of momentum. 3, 4. Yeah, this could be the range. In I'm not an Elliott wave expert, but I mean, from what I've learned, it does look this does look like a B leg, kind of. The what's the name? The alga also likes to do this, so it likes to come below the first wave, take out liquidity, fake a second wave, and then come below this. But I don't think that it will come to this level. If it does come to this level, then that could mean that it's possibly bad for the dollar. Um, uh, we'll see the roots grow, the stem grow, and then the first branch trying to grow, and then it died out. It was, for me, it was quite emotional to see this, uh, knowing where it all started, where the roots grew, how the stem grew. It's like history was drawn on a financial chart. Um, it was quite cool. We can see we broke our first liquidity wave, went to second, first, second. What happens over here? The liquidity branch is moving up slightly, slowly from where it exited here. So that's a good sign. We'll have to see what's going to happen in this area to the dollar. It's going to be quite interesting. Gold, all of that might be affected. I don't know. That's why I'm doing this research. So I'm going to title this episode, is it the end or is it the beginning? It's an awesome opportunity or privilege to witness this, because we are seeing the branch form and we are at the equilibrium. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool.